Hello there vape fans, how you doing? Today we've got another review for you. This time from the folks over at Vapourlites.com. Now, oftentimes as a reviewer, I wonder, probably normally like most other reviewers, if what I say about a product is ever taken on board. And today I found out that it's not. Okay, now I reviewed some Vapourlites products late last year, around about my birthday time, November time, and I was sent 2 cigarettes, and they're very good cigarettes, for what they were. In fact, they sent me another one, the little micro MT1 I think it was, or VC1 I think, I can't remember. Anyway, it's a tiny little thing, only lasts a little bit, but it's good. It gets you out of it. If you're in an emergency situation, you've got nothing, and you've only got like £4 or £5, it gets you out of trouble. But they're cigarettes. Cigarettes are cigarettes are cigarettes. A generation 1 for a reason. Now, they've expanded into e-liquid. There we go. E-liquid. And so when it was David Benjamin, I think is the name, rings a bell. I'll have a look when I come back, because I'm going to go off screen and to re-wick the dripper. I'm actually going to put this stuff into my Helios. Okay, you probably start there going, no, Fiona, no, don't do it, but I agreed to do. Actually, no, I'll put it in the iGo. I ain't getting no shit in there. No. I agreed to do the review, so I will do the review, and I also have a device from the same fella. Now, getting back to this whole thing that I wonder if I was ever listened to. Clearly I wasn't, because I don't know if you'll be able to read that. In fact, I'll just come over and I'll zoom in on that. Okay. I need to do a bit of tilt and pan here, sorry about this rough. Alright, there you go, I don't know if you'll be able to make that out. Pharmacy's favourite e-cigarette. Naughty, naughty. When I said in my previous video, we don't like anything that's promoting as, you know, we sell through Boots, we sell through this. If you want to be big in the vaping industry, you don't sell through pharmacies. We have no pharma connection apart from the acquisition of quality nicotine. Okay? And that's where it ends. So, if you want to make it big, Vapourlites, in the e-cigarette industry, don't ask people to review your products again and again and again, because if you don't listen to the advice given to you in the first place, we're just going to think of you as a laughing stock. I'm going to give you juices a go, and I will give them a fair review. Okay, I will taste them, I will, you know, test for consistency and all that the way I do. But get rid of the pharmacy connection. Get rid of it. Otherwise you're just going to be ignored, or absolute noobs who will buy this and be advised by pharmacists will not find this wonderful community that we have, and essentially are just wasting money. Okay, the whole point of a generation 1 device is to sort of lead into a 2 and then hopefully into a 3 if you're that way inclined. This level is not good. Now, he also sent me a device. That. Now, it's not from Vapourlites itself, it's from like a sister company, which one I will do as a separate review. But I am literally going to test that to destruction. Okay, I want to pull it apart. I want to find out what battery's in it, and the build quality. The trouble with this sort of thing is C4s are so 1999. Okay, they are alright for a start, you know, if that's all you got. Like, that will get used if it's safe enough to use. The C4 though probably won't. There are far better available, and so on. But anyway, like I said, that will get tested to destruction. But for now, this little intro piece is literally just going to be that for now. Vapourlites. I know your intentions are good. Okay, you want to be seen as safe and effective and all this sort of business. That's completely understandable. But the likes of Kraken e-cigs, great e-vapes, Vapor Caper, you know, Vape Git, all of them that sell juice, make it safely and don't need to sell through pharmacies. I am never going to go to a pharmacist to get my e-liquid, and if someone ever suggested to me to go to a pharmacy to buy e-liquid, I'll tell them to get the fuck out of here. Okay, because I have never had a requirement to get my e-liquid from a pharmacy. I go to people who I can talk to properly about vaping. I want to talk about 70-30 ratios. I want to talk about my latest acquisition, an 80-20 VG heavy e-liquid. I don't want to go in there and go, I'm educated at Oxford for pharmacological business and this e-liquid. No, I don't want to talk to a stuffy bloke like that. I want to talk to a mate, right? I know the people who run the vape shops in Worcester, okay, the majority of them. Right? I know Ollie, I know Charlotte. We've become friends, okay? I go in there, they know exactly what I want. A doctor, pharmacist, who I change on a day-to-day basis. I may not necessarily know anything about this cigarette at all, right? What's this cigarette? I'm here to dispense morphine and methadone to the crack addicts. That's what? Oh, it's bollocks. You got to get rid of the Pharmacological Association. Okay, Vapourlites? Review's up next. Right then, boys and girls. Dripper at the ready. Vapourlites Very Cherry. And Vanilla Pod, all ready to go. Now, Very Cherry, I'm starting with this because it's zero nicotine. Alright? Zero nic. This one is 18 milligram. The other two are 10 and 18 respectively. So, without further ado, let's pop it open. Right, packaging. Keep locked up, blah 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 blah. Okay, so that's if you see it on blah blah blah. May contain traces of nuts. Okay. Poison symbol, 18, and of course that big no-no there. Right, okay, Very Cherry. Quick dry burn off. There we go. Dripper. Same sort of chip compliant bowl, the triangle is on the dip. Have a look see at what we got here. 10 milligram. Ingredients: propylene glycol, nicotine. That's wrong because this is zero nic. Vegetable glycerin. UK/EU flavourings. Distilled water. I'm not liking this distilled water from this like mass manufactured shit. It's fucking horrible. Vapourlites Limited, Novus, Spectrum Business Park. E-liquid made by Vapor Labs. It's not even made by them themselves. Has a printing here for production date and lot number, but there is no lot number or production date, and the same warning on the back, and the tactile triangle also on the bottle there. So, let's a bit of vape it then. There we go. Put that on there. Very watery. I'm presuming it's 60-40. It doesn't actually have a ratio on it. Well, no, in a couple of days it was above 60-40 because I'll come out in a rash. Decent amount of vapour off it. Ooh, smells cherry. And I'll say this, Vapourlites, don't be upset if this is horrible because I fucking hate cherry. Alright, there's only one cherry in the world that I've discovered that I like, and this ain't it. So. Whoa. Actually it's not too bad on the except. Very artificial. Definitely no throat, there's definitely no nicotine in that. It's very much like a powdery sweet. Very powdery sweet. That tastes nothing like cherry though. Very soapy, powdery sort of flavour. Clearly an artificial flavour. So if you're promoting that that's a natural flavouring, you're talking out your arse. No, that's definitely an artificial flavour. It's something that I would find a very cheap sweets, I should imagine, and you're not off to a good start. Let's, should be enough. Well, I'm going to score that flavour 3 out of 10. It's cherry. Not a good start for me. I've never been keen on cherry flavours. There's nothing personal on Vapourlites. Very hard to impress me with the cherry. As I said, only one has done it, and that's got rum in it. So, enough said. And I'm being called by the missus to look at some chest of drawers, but first off, let's take a quick pause, change wick, and vanilla. Okay, after that little break, and quick wick, we're going to go and try the 18mg vanilla pod flavour. Doesn't seem to have much of a smell. Okay, again, no production date or lot number. Yet same business, tactile triangle, poisons over 18s only, blah blah blah. So anyway, right, okay, let's give it a whiz. Okay. Again, very watery. Not a bad amount of vapor coming off. Apologies for the double-decker bus going past there. I do live on a main bus route now. It's very handy for getting to town, but shit when you try and do a recording. Okay, let's give it a whirl. Not bad flavour actually. Bit sweet, right? Saccharine sweet. There's that 18mg nicotine. I am, by the way, on like 6 to 8mg at the moment, so my nicotine's gone right down. I mean, obviously I used to do 24, but that 18 is definitely Nick rush. Throat hits okay. Obviously we'll delve more into that as I do the other two juices, which I believe are 18 and 10mg. Yeah, it's a bit harsh on a deeper inhale, but then, you know, if you're on a Vapourlites channel website, you're not going to see this sort of device. Okay, this is a rebuildable dripping atomizer. If you're watching this through or via Vapourlites, this is a mechanical mod and a rebuildable dripping atomizer. Shut up. Robbie. You're not going to find this on that site, okay? You're going to have to go elsewhere to find stuff like this. You're only going to get an Ego style with a C4 atomizer, and of course flavour is going to be much more muted and a lot less intense as I'm finding it. And that's why we reviewers use them, because you get a much more better idea of the flavour. And I want to shut that window. Sorry about that. Most unprofessional review ever. Flavour, I'm going to give it 6 out of 10 because it's actually a decent vanilla flavour. It's not shit, it's not brilliant, but it's not middle of the road either. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Throat hit is definitely there. I judge it on consistency between juices though, so I'm going to initially score it 5 out of 10 because it's there. It's nicotine, I'm a bit brushy out of it. It's not harsh, super harsh like I was expecting it to be, but I do a whole consistency thing, like is it the same nicotine, does it taste like the same nicotine, does it feel like the same nicotine, because different types of nicotine have different feels with as you're inhaling it, exhaling it, as it tickles the back of the throat as it's going down, all that sort of business. So overall I'm going to give that one 6 and a bit out of 10. It's not the best vanilla custard, it's not custard, sorry, vanilla flavour I've had in my life. Of course I've been spoiled with some really nice stuff, but yeah, but it's a 6.5 out of 10 for that one. Okay, that's it for this video. I'm going to go and change wicks again. I've got menthol and blackberry flavours to do next, so they'll be coming up soon. Sorry, I have a video in render as we speak. So yeah, once this one's up, I'll get to work on the next section. Overall though, I am going to say this once again, despite my rant at the beginning of this video, Vapourlites, if you want to be taken seriously within the e-cigarette industry, alright, especially if you want to play with the big boys, get rid of the pharmacological association. Okay? It's a massive... If you want to get vapors like myself onto your site and buying your product, you got to do a lot. A hell of a lot. But well done for getting into e-liquids and proper e-liquids and at least second generation e-cigarettes, I'll give you that. Okay, that's it for now. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. All relative links to all my other social media, Facebook, Twitter and all that, description below. And overall, it's alright. I've been Fury, you've been gorgeous. Peace.